Hello guys, McGurkin back at it again with another video. Today we are going to be doing The Outer Worlds Part 14. I believe that's the number that we're on right now. We're going to be continuing on where we left off. I did have a lot of audio issues the last three videos, and at first I thought at first it was my capture card, and then it didn't really pick me up as clear or as loud. It was very soft and low. And as soon as I fixed that issue, I had another issue, and that was the mic. As you've seen in the last video, it was kind of crackly, kind of off, kind of popped a little bit. I don't really get or really even understand why it really did that, but it's completely weird. I did a couple of tests doing some recordings on my capture card, and weird because I never really had any problems with my mic, but I've had it for a long time. So I think I paid like $150 or $200 for it, and I've had it since PlayStation 4 launch, so I guess that's not too bad. But yeah, so I tested a new mic, and I didn't really have any issues. It didn't really crack, it didn't really pop, so kind of a downer, you know what I mean? $150 mic down the drain, gone. I could still use it, you know what I mean, if I'm trying to listen to like gameplay or something, but if I'm actually talking into it or doing anything to do with recording wise, it's really bad, and it constantly cracks. I haven't tested it like in a party chat or anything, but I definitely can't stand the popping noises. So this actually mic that I'm using now is actually like, I don't even think has a name brand on it. It's like a really cheap $30 mic, until I buy a new one. This is just one that I had laying around. I'm probably going to buy a mic that is compatible with both PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, so that way, you know, at least I'll have a mic for both, since I'm having the force to get a new one anyway, so not too bad. Anyway, let's see where we left off. So, faction quest, so that's kind of a new one. We're not used to that. Why are we doing this? Okay, so we have to do this faction quest, which is optional, so we can do in the broadcast, and he won't end the broadcast unless, yeah. Okay, so that's basically what we're doing, and it would be way over there.
You're distracted. It's dangerous, Parvati. Spit it out.
Well, let's see, and
you had a sweetheart once. Was your poor...
If you guys have been watching my playthrough, okay, so if you've been watching my playthrough, I'm not really doing any side quest. I am just trying to beat the main storyline of the game. To be honest, this game isn't really as appealing to me, so as soon as I'm probably done with the series, I'm probably not going to do side quests. I might, if people want it or request it, or maybe some good DLC comes out for it, but I don't know. I'm probably going to do something more exciting than Outer Worlds. That's just me. Ooh. I want something with a little bit more wow factor in it, and this isn't cutting it. Alright, so let's see. Okay, flawed hero. We just got a new trophy. Science weapon damage. Let's see. Armor rating, carrying capacity. We really do need that one. We probably should do that one next. Um, let's do that. What's that one? Okay. So let's do carrying capacity. And then after that, we'll probably do this one if I can. Yeah. Alright, so that's what we're doing. Okay, so I guess we're hacking this.
Here they come!
Oh no.
Oh, next one's mine!
Alright, let's see.
Get it off!
Somebody is screaming their head off.
Everyone all right?
Alright, that's kind of... I'm trying to steal some crap and you guys are screaming your heads off. Okay. Okay, so we have a computer terminal. Let's see. Okay, so we actually needed to do that. Okay, so let's read a little bit of everything. Hack 20. Alright. Oh, didn't he say in the last video that like he didn't want us to read it or something? I forget what it was. Didn't he say something like that? I can't really remember. Okay, so let's see if this is any useful in case if we want to double cross them. Not that I'm trying to do that, but
Hello? Hello? I hear boots out there. Wait, can rats wear boots? Oh, thank the Eternal. I'm Huxley. Hux if you're lazy. I'm stuck. My friends and I were scavenging here, and a Meta Queen showed up. Then Raptidon. It was a void blast mess. I ran in here, and, now the door's locked. Little help? Phew. Thanks, lady. My buddy had a key, but I ain't heard him in a while. He locked me in here and took off. Probably got munched. So look for a dead guy, I guess. Or a rat. Maybe it's in a rat belly. Gross. What do you mean? It's locked. Wait, upward? Oh, my eternal soul, it worked!
Ah, phew. Thank you so much. It was getting all stuffy in there, and I was getting a mite lightheaded, and I think maybe I was gonna die. Now I'm out here, and I'm headed back to Amber Heights.
Still landing yourself in trouble, eh, Hux?
Oh, hi, Nyoka. You mind giving me an escort back home? Oh, you're traveling with someone. Never mind.
I would so do that one. But let's be a little bit nice this time, I guess. Give me something. Okay, you sure.
Oh, sure, I'm a runner. I'm used to getting all dizzy and... Hey, who's your identical, slightly blurry friend? Thanks a lot, lady.
Here they come.
What in the world are you killing her for?
That's the last of them.
Okay, I guess we killed her either way. I have no idea why we killed her. I'm pretty sure I didn't say kill her, but okay, whatever. We killed her. Okay, so I know this was kind of optional. So he actually did say to wipe the terminals. I have no idea what you would use the terminals for. Maybe I don't even know who you would talk to twist the information. But we're gonna be nice for once. We're gonna delete all the files. I'm hoping I don't regret that later. I have no idea why she died, but she's dead. Oh well.
Or both. I wonder who used to live here. Do you suppose anyone remembers anyone?
Alright, so we're going back to the Stellar Bay area.
You ever worry all that ammo in your berth might combust?
What? Wait, that's... It can do that?
Going inside.
So Ada isn't really alive, but she can still...
Well, I see you've had a sobering effect on our friend Nyoka.
Sir, please stop.
Forgive me, Celia. I couldn't help myself. Anyway, what can I do for you? You weren't supposed to look. I asked you to delete it. Yes, but then you would have known. This has been my albatross. The great shame of my career. I give MSI everything. My work, my youth, my left kidney, and for years, I was a joke to them. One of the executives required a transplant. I thought volunteering to donate might improve my prospects. Apparently not. Oh, perhaps they were right. After all, what have I built? Stellar Bay is barely keeping afloat. I hadn't thought of it that way. But perhaps there's something to that. Thank you for that. Was there something else?
Before we give it to him,
Then it's good that I keep such meticulous notes. Why wouldn't anyone? They own nearly all the resources and infrastructure in Halcyon.
Yeah, that'd go a long way toward rebuilding our homes.
To be on the board is to be part of the colonial community, and being cut off means slow strangulation. Indeed, we've got to consider realities, not ideals. If membership on the board can ease our hardships and provide us with opportunities, then that's the path I mean to pursue. Besides, I'm hopeful that additional leverage on our part will allow us a more equitable relationship. I've discovered it's much easier to negotiate from a position of power. And I don't mean to leave MSI or its people at a disadvantage. My hope is to maintain the reforms we've managed here, and who knows? Perhaps once we're restored, we could spread them to other corporations. Ah, so you've heard about our prior acquaintance. I suppose you're right. Graham's always had a way with words. Strange as it may seem, I suspect he'd have quite the corporate career if he weren't so radical. Graham seemed like a reasonable
I'm not
guy.
radical.
We both agreed that MSI's treatment of its
Okay.
workers was untenable. I thought reforms would be enough. I didn't realize you wanted to abolish the corporate system entirely. I've asked myself the same thing many times, especially seeing as the legal mechanisms we employed were part of the board's own bylaws. Not intentionally, though that's technically true. For many years, this planet was home to as many corporations as Terra 2. But back then, it was known as Terra 1.
So I guess we're partners, guys.
Really? I always thought they were refreshingly straightforward names. After all, the whole point of terraforming was to make them Earth-like.
Here, though, the results were mixed.
That ain't fair. They didn't leave on account of the hazards. They left on account of their cowardice. The hazards just gave them a reason to put to paper.
Sharp as ever, Nyoka. And as the other corporations began to tally their losses, they decided to pull out. That's also what I thought. Oh, we were young and bold then. Not unlike yourself. We saw the chance to improve working hours and conditions, to reform MSI from the ground up. Indeed. Anyway, we learned of a loophole in the corporate bylaws that would allow MSI to claim ownership of the entire planet once the other corporations pulled out, creating the perfect environment for us to enact these new reforms. That's what I thought. But the senior executives laughed in our faces and insisted we'd be relocating to Terra 2 along with everyone else. In a manner of speaking, many of us stayed behind in an act of quiet but firm defiance. As the most senior executive remaining, I ended up in charge of what was left of MSI. I moved forward with our planned reforms as well as our strategy to assume ownership of the planet. Yet not long after I renamed it Monarch, the other corporations dislodged us from the board and began an official campaign to paint us as lawless savages. But we weren't trying to. Everything we did was legal and above board. We followed their rules, and yet they still found reasons to declare us outlaws. I do think there's something useful in a governing body like the board. Something that keeps us from anarchy, but I dearly wish it functioned differently. What can I do for you? Oh, yes. I'm going to be up all night with this. All those blanks waiting to be filled, boxes waiting to be ticked.
Try to control yourself, sir.
Have you any idea how powerful this is? Corporations have been toppled with less. What a question! Bureaucratic micromanagement is the only way anything gets done in Halcyon, and proper documentation is a key part of that. For our part, a bill of liquidation/transfer Form 52 will protect our holdings on Monarch by temporarily assigning them to a pass-through entity once we drop our bomb on the board. Did you? I'd have to check our meeting minutes.
She did, sir. But that shouldn't be a problem. What Mr. Nandi means is that we have some rather momentous information to deliver to the board. Or we will, with your help.
Help us with this final matter, and we won't need to broadcast anymore. You have my word. I have reason to believe that one of the other corporations is operating on Monarch, illegally and in secret.
Is it really illegal if the board's the one that makes the rules in the first place?
If we can find proof, I can use that as leverage to encourage certain powers that be to accept our Bolt 52 and reinstate us on the board. If someone is operating here, then Catherine's almost certainly supplying them out of Fallbrook. Perhaps she could be convinced to tell you where they are. Oh, I imagine you do. But as much as I love your can-do attitude and dangerous gravitas, Catherine handles all of our shipments. So it would be best if you could leave her in one piece. Is that how you people put it? Of course. I didn't mean to make assumptions. Once you, subtly work out where this corporate facility might be, bring back proof of its operation. Maybe some nice letterhead. Or someone working there. That would do it. Yes, perhaps you can use this for leverage of your own. Look at us, two corporate masterminds.
Alrighty, so it looks like we have to be nice to somebody for
Used
once.
to be, I had to correct for a bit of
That kind of
left drought.
sucks.
Got used to standing just so, and after a while,
I'm not used to that. Alright, so it looks like we're going all the way over here again. So,
Gonna find you.
Here they come!
everyone all right?
people are probably wondering why I'm using this instead of a gun. I don't know, I kind of like it.
Get ready!
So we're gonna follow along this trail. We're not gonna jump the trail. Just because you never know. Seems like every time that we go off trail, like something bad happens. So I'm just not gonna do it. So let's see. Still quite a bit of ways. We're gonna go this way, just like we did last time. Okay, I have to be careful, not be mean, and don't kill anybody. Got it. That's kind of hard. Like, I think I've killed somebody almost every other video. Oh well. Gotta love the loading screens. Is this
Oh, well, this is certainly
like another mini town?
I think.
God.
Fallbrook's great.
I have
Anything
such
you
a
want,
feeling
they've
you're
got
gonna
it.
kill somebody.
So long as you've got the bits.
Want to make a run with me to Stella Bay?
I kind of like the way this building looks. Let's see. Hopefully they don't.
Uh-huh. You blind, little bird? Or can you not see I'm busy? Why is it every sister
Ooh, I'm so gonna
who
kill her.
strolls into my town expects me to smile and shout awful friendly? Welcome to Fallbrook. Only nugget of paradise in this entire law-forsaken land. Like a void damn advert.
Catherine, you're as welcoming as ever.
Truthfully spoken, I do aim to properly represent my aforementioned
She says
nugget of
one wrong
paradise.
thing, she's dead. The first chance I get.
I'll be sure to remember that, little bird. Want to tell me what you need? Well, I'm half listening. Might be I know something about it. Might be someone hired my crew to blind drop supplies on the northern bridge. Might be they sure as shit weren't pirates. Now that I consider it, I ain't heard from my delivery team in far too long. Find them for me, and I'll pay you handsomely.
Oh my god.
And I'll thank you kindly for it.
I like how it's like you do this, you do that, you do that, you do that, you do this to do like one little small little thing. But it's alright.
She swears off a bunch.
She's fine. Well, so long as you ain't on her bad side. Then she's liable to drown you in the waterfall.
Now the loading screen. Ten minutes later. Just kidding. Oh my god.
Incoming!
No, for now. You're dead. Or not?
Here I go!
Now you're dead? She not dead? Oh, yes, she is.
You okay, Captain?
Anyway. You little guy ran away from me. Come here, come here. Oh, that's fine. Oh no, what in the world? There's another one of those freaking things.
Hello there. A word, if I may be so bold.
I'm not sure if I was supposed to kill him, but he's dead. Where are we supposed to be going? So I guess we're investigating the bridge. I don't get it.
Well, gotta admit, you're tougher than I expected.
We might have to go all the way around, unfortunately. I'm not really sure. So, hopefully.
I'd stake my reputation on this being an ambush.
For some weird reason, I was thinking actually up there, but see, it works out. A trail of blood. Blood all over the place. Oh, right here. What is that? Inside of a smuggler tunnel. Ooh. Definitely not good. You gotta watch out for these timelines. I'm not sure. Oh, see? That's why you really gotta watch out. Can you not shoot these damn things? I'm sure you can kill this thing. Oh, oops. I'm just not sure. Oh, okay. There has to be some kind of a wire. Okay, so there has to be some kind of a... that right there to kill these little laser guns. So there's a lot of them. You definitely don't want to die. You don't want your people to die. I mean, they always walk off and do something stupid. Enemy killed? Okay, I guess I killed somebody. Oh, I think I just killed this creature. That was it. Pick up the energy cells. Ooh, what's in there? Awesome. Definitely want to make sure all those are blown up. If one of your guys step on them and they're almost dead, then that's why it's also good to look around. If I went around, I would have never seen these right here. So
stay back. I may be wounded, but I'm still armed. How'd you get past my traps anyway? Well, you don't gotta be mean about it. What are you doing out here anyway?
you don't have to be a dick.
Nice to know she cares. Catherine had us making drops for some big shot client out here. And before you ask, I don't know who they are. Or were. The whole point of making drops in the middle of nowhere was to keep their identity and whereabouts a secret. Yeah. I guess the Marauders noticed because they were waiting for us. Blew the bridge and took off with the goods. That feels a mite better. Wish I had something to give you, but I gnawed through my last Spratwurst an hour ago.
See, guys, I help somebody. I'm nice.
Last I saw, they were heading back up the hill. You'll see it on the right when you get out of here. If you've got the sand to go after him, I'm sure Catherine can reward you for your trouble. Me? I'm headed back to Fallbrook, just as soon as I've caught my breath.
Make sure, before you guys leave, distill everything you can. Steal all the crap you want. Don't leave anything behind, even if it's something that you'll never use. Alrighty, guys. Well, that is going to be the end of part 13. 14? 14, I'm sorry. That's going to be the end of part 14. We're going to stop right there. We're not going to actually go after the guys yet. That's going to be in the next video. So if you guys want to see what happens and see if we kill them and see what happens and look at all the action that's going to happen soon, see if we kill anybody else in the next videos, and since it seems like that's the only thing that I'm doing lately in this playthrough on this game, what was I gonna say? I do plan on doing 2 videos a week. I'm not sure if I want to do like both the same game, so keep an eye out that this is the end of this week, so I won't do one until probably the beginning of next week. And I might either do the Outer Worlds again, or I might do a brand new series. I'm still going to do this one. I'm not going to just let this one go. So you're going to see 2 series up on my channel. You're probably going to see the Outer Worlds part 15, and then you'll probably see a new game on a new series. Most likely going to be a Switch game. I haven't really figured out what it is yet. And yeah, so I'm probably going to go back and forth between that. Tell me how much you guys like that. And yeah, guys, you know, the same as always, like, subscribe, share, favorite, all that stuff. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.